Hello everyone, this is D'Artagnan Sy, Certified Master Inspector, Deers Home Inspection Services, serving Maryland, DC, and Northern Virginia. It's a public service announcement, so all you guys out there that are going to be buying a home, please understand that the home inspection is not just a formality. It's an essential piece of your process of buying your home, and it should not be taken lightly. One of the things I always advise my clients when I'm doing little first-time home buyer seminars or workshops is, like the house, don't fall in love with the house until after you get the home inspection report. Oftentimes, folk will forego the clear warning signs in the home inspection report because they just are in love with the house because it's their dream home. And by ignoring that potentially, that dream home in a few months or few years turns into their worst nightmare because they did not heed the things inside the report to get additional information so they could truly make an informed decision and not just an emotional decision because they fell in love with their dream home. So I am coming back to pick up my equipment here. So this is my radon equipment here. And radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States. Only way you can find it if you got it, you got to test for it. Can't see it, can't smell it, can't taste it, you got to test for it, okay? And primarily how it gets in is through cracks in the foundation, which leads us to why I'm making this video. So my client chose my Nook and Cranny package, the largest package that I offer. And this home is almost $1 million home, okay? Won't say the location, but almost $1 million home. So he wanted to make sure that he's making a wise investment. So he chose my package, Nook and Cranny, that comes with a whole suite of things. You want to know what all is in there, go to dsinspects.com and you can see all the things that come in all the different packages that I offer, including the Nook and Cranny. So one of the things in it was the foundation elevation inspection. So that's where I'm taking the different measuring points from upstairs. I'm here in the basement now to see if there's any issues. But down here in the basement. Now, moment I told you about the radon. So how it gets inside the home is there's cracks in the foundation anywhere, it can allow that gas to come in. So the levels here, we'll talk about that in just a second. So as I was doing the inspection here, come over to the basement door here, and the basement door is out of square here. You see how it's narrow there and it gets larger there. So this door is stuck when you try to open it. So that's an indication of foundation movement. Come over to where the sump pump is, and we got a nice size crack going on right there, okay? Then, as we continue to travel over to the utility room here, and there was several things going on in this home. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, got a crack here in the slab, and as we continue to walk in, we have a pretty sizable crack running straight across. And then we have another crack over here. There. This one it looks like a seam, but it's actually a horizontal crack running straight across. So I made note of that, shared it with the client, in addition to all the other things that I found. And one of the things I tell my students when I teach my home inspection course is we never undersell anything structural. So, probably been out of breath. So I shared the findings with the client. And he was concerned about the foundation. I was like, rightfully so. So he's asking me specific questions. I said, sir, I can't answer those types of questions. You would need to have the foundation person come out to further look at it. So he had a contractor come out today. Now, I want you guys to take a guess as to what the estimate was. I'll wait a couple seconds. If you said $10,000 or less, you will be incorrect. If you said between $10,000 and $20,000, you also will be incorrect. If you said $30,000 to $40,000 in between there, you also will be incorrect. If you said $40,000 to $50,000, you also will be incorrect. The estimate that gentleman got today to repair the foundation issues here was $98,000. Contractor told him we had to put 27 piers here to basically essentially raise the house back up because that's how significant the foundation issues are. So even though some cracks can look innocuous, doesn't mean that it's not severe. And so my clients like, this was well worth the investment, right? And so when I did the elevation inspection, it showed that the upstairs level, none of that was level. All across the floor, there was just unlevelness across the board, right? Which supports, the issues that the actual foundation person found when they came out. Now back here to the radon. So when we have cracks in the foundation here, it allows that gas to come in. So the acceptable level, with air quotes, is the EPA recommends you take action when anything over 4.0. So these levels averaged out to be around 7 something. So that's over the EPA with different spikes in between. So it got up as high as like 12 in the detailed data report here. So the recommendation now is to have this looked at within a month or so or in the off season to see if the numbers are consistent. But given the amount of cracks that are here, there's a high probability that it's going to be consistent, right? But because my client chose to make this investment and he did not fall in love with the house, he was worried about these numbers here and what he could incur. And so now he has all the information to make an informed decision as to how he wants to move forward. So my advice to you, if you're buying a home, right? If you're working with an agent and your agent tries to downplay the significance of cracks that have been identified by your home inspector, if it's not done by me, you should, I recommend, get that further evaluation before you go to closing, just so you can have the professional tell you, yes, it's not that big of a deal, or it might be, we might need to do some other things, but at least you'll have all the information to make the informed decision. So I felt really good that, as a result of me giving this thorough inspection to my client, he got the professional to come out, $98,000. So now he has a decision to make as to how he moves forward, but he would not have been able to do that had I not given him all the proper information to make that decision. Okay, so again, in closing, the home inspection is not a formality. It is an essential piece that you should take seriously when you're buying your home. And so please do not undersell or downplay the importance of the home inspection and the quality of the home inspector. So look for a home inspection, reach out to your boy, certified home inspector, certified master inspector. Good. Let me make sure I say who I am. DS Home Inspection Services, and also DS Home Inspection Academy for those of you that are looking to become home inspectors to get taught by a certified master inspector so you can keep all your coins so you don't get into litigation. All right, until next time, take care. Stay in the mix for 26.